Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to this, your Scorpio March 2023 reading and forecast. Hi, I'm Nigel Saint James, clairvoyant. I've done a number of readings for Scorpios over the course of the last month, haven't I? You know who you are. And if you might be interested in having a one-on-one clairvoyant reading with me, just check out the information that's in the description below. Now, I charge for clairvoyant readings. I have to. It's a supply and demand type of thing, and it has to be done so people can get readings. But I'm announcing now something which is not charged and which is free. Look, you know, the spiritual gift of clairvoyance, which I have received, was added to by another spiritual gift, being the gift of healing. I am compelled. I'm compelled from within. There is a voice within which is telling me to now offer the healing to people in different countries, because it can occur over FaceTime and Skype. And I need to do it over FaceTime and Skype because I need to see the person. And the healing, it takes about 15 minutes or less. It is completely without obligation. It's free. There's no charge. I don't promote or offer or sell any product or service. I don't ask you to have a clairvoyant reading with me. If you want to find out more about how to go about doing that, check out the information that's in the description box below. Now, as the subscribers know, and great to see the subscribers, there are no video advertisements breaking their way into this content, so you get to enjoy the experience of this reading direct. I will say this about the healing, though, is that I don't keep any records. People who've had readings from me know that everything, half the time I don't know what it is that is being said by me. And certainly by the end of the reading, at the end of the reading, I forget everything. I wipe everything. I don't keep records. So whatever it is that maybe you want to speak to me about or seek assistance with, it doesn't even, it stays between you and me, but ultimately it doesn't even stay with me. It just goes, and you go on your merry way to do what you want to do. So there's complete confidentiality in that. Now, having said that, and what is not confidential is, I'm going out on a date tonight. Yes, with a beautiful woman. Well, all women are beautiful, really, aren't they? A beautiful woman who is an accountant. It should be interesting, do you think? The accountant and the clairvoyant. And unfortunately, my clairvoyant ability does not work on myself. I can't read for myself. Well, if I could, you know, I'd be a millionaire or something, billionaire. But no, my gifts are used for the service of others. So I'm going to have dinner with a beautiful woman. And see, the trouble is, although an accountant, you might say, but you know, beautiful women are like kryptonite to me. I am powerless, and so that's all there is to it. So wish me luck, and it will be at least a good view out at the water and across the table, and some good wine, some good food, some good laughs, and we shall see. Now, I'm going to draw 5 cards for you because that's all we need in our tremendous readings, isn't it? And because these 5 speak volumes to you. There is the Ace of Cups. I must say I do. There's the Magician. Damn good card to have, the Magician. I must say that there's the 2 of Cups. What's going on there? It might be happening with me later, you never know. Let's have a look here. There's the Lovers. And honestly, I'm not trying to make anything come out. But, and let's see what there is. And finally, it's this one. The 10 of Pentacles. Oh, that's fantastic. Look, why don't you, as is our usual practice, come and sit down here next to me. We'll have a good close look at the imagery on these cards together while I do the reading for you. All right, well, it looks like a lot of opportunity, love, and material success for you. Let's have a look first at this card here of the Magician. Now, what's going on in this painting for you? Let's see what there is here, shall we? Quite interesting. Well, of course, this card is the first of the major arcana to be given a proper number, the number of 1. The Fool, which comes before it, has the number of 0, of course. And this helps you move, well, metaphorically, from the chaotic ecstasy and divine bliss of unity found in the Fool, now into forceful action and making things happen. Now, it's called the Magician, the title on this card, but it doesn't refer to stage magicians or sleight-of-hand magicians. However, this magician is creating change to occur in conformity with his will. His word creates reality. He binds supernatural beings to his will and controls the divine forces that he summons. Now, this is suggesting to me that you will have single-minded focus, I think, will and direction of your energy. Now, he acts as a sort of a conduit, a pipe between heaven and earth, drawing down divine energy and channeling it into the ordinary world. In a nutshell, he performs magic. Now, this is not only results magic, to gain ordinary results, however, it's also mysticism and magical practices that lead to a raising up towards the divine. He represents the visionary in you and the potential that is possible for you now. This is a time of great potential for you to get things to happen and to make things occur. He wants you to pay attention to that flash of insight or inspiration and to act upon it, because the time is very fortunate for action that you take. Now, this energy brings excitement that activates your life force with commitment, focus, and willpower. Now, the Magician knows what we might call miracles are possible and do happen. He encourages you to gather your vitality and your energy and work with your magic to turn your life around and create new goals. You see, you are the Magician. You are constantly creating your life and your destiny, whether you are doing it consciously or not. And the Magician encourages you to create consciously, use your will, and have the light of love in your heart. Claim your power. Open your communication between spirit and matter. Feel the force and strength that flashes like a shooting star of inspiration. Communicate your intentions clearly. Direct it to your world and let it blossom into its full potential. Stretch your wand up towards the heaven. Be the inspired conduit. Set your intention and manifest your dreams. The time is now. Now, there was another major arcana around somewhere, as I recall. Here it is. It's this Lover's card. Let me just have a look at the symbology on it. Well, what can we say about this? This is an interesting energy for you this month, I think. Well, I think that in the main, the symbolism of this card is that of masculine and feminine, red and white, ordinary and divine. Although here is a male figure, and it's used to represent typically masculine traits, and a female figure used to represent typically feminine traits. But you see, this is just a symbol. It doesn't reflect a notion of gender roles. We are all both the male and the female figure here. Now, notice that the Lover's number here is the number 6. Well, the first thing is that I have a great association with Christ consciousness, with Krishna consciousness, Vishnu consciousness here. Actually, also the consciousness of the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, when he received the Quran from the angel Gabriel. But the number 6 also is the number of balance, of choices. I think there's choices that are going to be presented to you, and you're going to need to make decisions ahead of you, maybe something which is going to have quite a long-lasting effect. There's also harmony here and completion, certainly integration and transformations. Now, one of the big lessons of the lovers here is to love and honor yourself first before you can truly open and love another authentically. Now, from this place, you mirror only genuine love, attracting equal light of another that will bring expansion to your heart and emotional fulfillment. Within a relationship, I don't need to tell you that you should never feel limited, restricted, or restrained, because if you do, that means you should get out of that relationship. Nor should you do that to somebody else. I know that you already know this. Because when two hearts share the same love, peace, and understanding, the relationship is stronger than any adversity. Do you know, everyone has experienced the feeling of love on some level, I think. The feeling of walking on air, the initial infatuation, maybe even just a crush. Everything around you seems brighter, more alive, more connected. Passion is high. Well, the lovers symbolize this feeling, but it also goes much deeper. It represents a committed relationship. The lovers represents a strong partnership that is a genuine and harmonious bringing of trust and spiritual strength, surrendering the hearts to each other without fear. Their relationship here then expands and stretches the physical and the spiritual self to connect at deep and unexpected places of the heart and soul. The lovers have a kindred understanding of the gifts true love and sensuality bring. Now, the lovers encompass human love, spiritual love, and sexual love that is transformative. This card reminds you of the value of sensual and sexual love. And if you're alone and without anybody, this might be something that occurs in your fantasy life, and there's nothing wrong with that. Because the exercise of physical activity, I suppose, however it may occur, awakens the powerful life force of the Kundalini and the creativity within you. You understand that you, earth, and a spirit are constantly renewing and regenerating, forever evolving and creating new growth. Look, I think that this also symbolizes a committed, strong, romantic relationship that keeps growing and spiritually expanding towards a deeper understanding of your inner self and of your partner and your relationships in the outside world. It awakens your free will to make choices in life that support your heart's evolution on your spiritual path. This energy here asks, are the choices you make in relationships coming from a balanced, integrated place? If not, identify the opposing aspects within yourself and how they affect your external life. Internal struggles between your dualities can create negativity that projects outwardly. And addressing your inner conflict, balancing the dualities, trusting and loving yourself can heal the struggles from the past.
Let's have a look at that card that's on top of it, which is this Ace of Cups. Well, the image is quite straightforward, I think. Just let well, rather than me tell you what I think it is, you will be able to determine for yourself what the image means for you. But I do say this, though, that I think that Scorpio, Sagittarius, and Libra are important. Now, obviously, it's important to you as Scorpio, but Sagittarius and Libra around here as well. That's the great energy I'm getting from this. Now, the Ace of Cups symbolizes the powerful gift of pure love. It is the holy grail within you, receiving divine love that awakens and opens the heart chakra, bringing joy and blessings of renewal and peace. This Ace of Cups fills your heart with cosmic love that cascades with healing and transformation, bringing deep self-love, motivating you to share your abundant love with other people. Now, I think that the key to this is to live your life from a place of love and compassion. The gift of this energy is receiving love that expands into inner and outer harmony. The Ace of Cups embodies many experiences that touch and move the heart, I think. And it symbolizes for you here deep loving relationships that you might share with a partner, family, friends, social relationships, even with the earth, even with animals. It expresses loving with wisdom, unconditional love and compassion for humanity as a whole, bringing awareness to your spiritual love in union with the divine. Now, the Ace signals the journey of the passionate heart seeking to experience deep emotional love, questing to find and connect with its true love, spiritual love. The love of the Ace of Cups is deep, moving, and it's sort of transcendent. It sort of goes outside of life itself. It stirs the emotions within. Now, when you open up to the love of the universe, you open yourself to the feelings of the emotional dualities in life, personally and globally. Now, some can be uncomfortable as your sensitivity is heightened, and you can feel the pain and sorrow of others sometimes, can't you, in this world? But this Ace brings opportunity to learn and live the gifts of love, compassion, intuition, deep spirituality, healing, and hope. It symbolizes new beginnings, happiness, optimism, and fulfillment. It can bring a new loving relationship here, or the deepening love to an existing relationship. Now, this energy signals, well, for me, I'm getting fertility around here and also the birth of a child, so you are going to hear of that. And it brings emotional breakthroughs in life that expand your spiritual responsibility. Look, the Ace of Cups here also brings you, importantly, self-love. It asks you to listen, open, and trust your heart, to follow what your heart seeks. This Ace brings the opportunity to channel the universal love of peace and joy into your life. And if you could bottle the heightened feelings of the first moments of falling in love, it would be called, I think, the Ace of Cups. Now, what is the central energy for you? Well, basically, it is the Lord of Love. And, see, it's such a good month for you, really. Let's have a look at this. Now, the astrology of this is great as well in this position because it's Venus in Cancer. Now, Venus is the planet of relationship, of beauty, and of love. And Cancer is the most nurturing of the signs, the most protective, the most caring and developing of the signs. And so your Venus sitting in Cancer, bringing and holding love and letting it grow and blossom. Now in this image here, it shows a man and a woman in a romantic, intimate moment. They're sharing wine and look like they have been, well, I'll say engaging in conversation. Now this is clearly not only a sexual relationship, but one in which both parties can share with each other and experience love and companionship. Now, there's no doubt about it that with this energy here, things are underway, things are moving around behind you, because this symbolizes romantic love and the start of a new relationship, perhaps, that can become very deep, blossoming into a committed union of the heart. The Two of Cups represents a strong physical attraction combined with a deep spiritual commitment. I think it's also the case that people are going to find you very attractive during this period. This symbolizes for me also harmony, understanding, healing is coming through very strongly, and more importantly, passion. The energy of this partnership emerges with fresh, new, and exciting feelings. The desire to experience and express love without controlling or limiting another brings peace to the heart. Now, like this Lover's card that we looked at here, the Two of Cups joins together and balances your inner polarities of masculine, feminine aspects. It also activates the physical, magnetic force of attraction, so put your seatbelt on. Now, I think the key to this energy here is to be open to love and the passion it offers. The gift of this card is bliss. Now, because this has come here in the center of the thing, it symbolizes the start of a love affair, a partnership of some form, or a friendship. And if you're already in a relationship, it represents a deeper level of love, evolving with a stronger spiritual union. Now, in business and enterprise, it symbolizes a partnership of like-minded people sharing ideas and talents. And this can also extend into social arrangements as well. It signals a developing friendship that is supportive and refreshing. I think this too brings a celebration of a marriage or a union, maybe people moving in together, I think, as well. It also brings about reconciliation or truce to conflicts that have been going on in your life. And it reminds you that compromise can bring new realizations and agreements, and it asks you to learn to forgive. The Two of Cups gift of love is healing to the heart, the body, and the spirit. And I think that takes us finally down this diagonal to the Ten of Pentacles, which is a great card. Now, what's going on here? What can I draw from this image? Well, look, this is what I see. The image of a multi-generational family that's spending time in one of the many waterways of ancient Angkor, which is a city in Cambodia. Now, it's very hot there, and that requires bathing maybe several times a day. And certainly in the past, this was often a communal activity with families having access to a pond, if they had it, or sharing access with nearby families. And of course, waterways were also important for the lives of Cambodian people, presenting them as sort of inseparable from the Khmer, which is ancient Cambodian religion, and as a center of daily and family activity. Now, a number of important skills that contributed to the daily life focused on the waterways, as you probably know, such as fishing or irrigation and rice farming. And this card shows some of these skills being used by members of the family. 2 young men use spears to catch fish, a skill they may have been taught by their father, who stands nearby, petting a docile elephant. The thing with the elephant, of course, is that that animal symbolizes long life and memory, as it lives for many decades, doesn't it? Now, in the midground, a younger woman bathes, while another washes the hair of a little boy, reminding us, I think, of the focus of this 10 on caring for our family and our health. And in the foreground, a grandmother teaches her young grandson how to catch fish by hand, though instead of fish in their full baskets, it is golden pentacles representing the overflowing abundance of resources that they enjoy. Now, the astrology here is particularly good, I think, because it is Mercury ruling the 3rd decan of Virgo. Now, that's great because Mercury is the ruler of Virgo, and it is also exalted in Virgo, so it has its best strength, that of the intellect and of communication. So you will have good communication skills and a great intellect, and you will also be a good organizer, which is where the Virgo aspect comes in. So the result is success and abundance with this card. There's an inner and outer richness here, and the ability to make the inner wealth visible and to share it with others. So there's a richness here, a prosperity, a supportive and tight-knit family. This is particularly good for people who are in family businesses. This 10 of Pentacles adds here really does bring success and abundance. You'll be feeling good about your material state, and you are experiencing happiness with how life is going, because this energy here blesses you with spiritual wisdom being channeled and expressed into the material world. Life feels golden. I think you maybe found the key to living your earthly desires in balance with divine thought, and the rewards are magical, just as this magician said, that miracles can happen and magic is in the air. Now, the key to this 10 is recognizing how life's treasures magically come to you through the cyclic process of giving and receiving. This 10 speaks of the miracles that happen in everyday life. You just have to recognize them. The gift of this 10 is the ability to blend the energies of spirit and matter into a wondrous life. I think that this launches you into a new stage of awareness and acceptance of responsibilities as well, stretching you to think and see life with a more expansive perspective. Certainly, I think your soul is being awakened in some form. You are in harmony and at peace with your surroundings, and you'll have a sense of security in your work, community, and home, and relationships are stable and deepening. The 10 has brought you well-being. I think there's a degree of prestige around here, and you're going to be in the limelight. But it also signifies a time to prepare yourself to cross the portal of the next cycle of discovery, because 10s move, don't they? And your life is in transformation, but by God, life is good for you. Well, I have to say, that is a particularly interesting spread of cards for you. Well done, you.
Well, I think I really enjoyed doing that reading for you. Honestly, I did. I thought the artwork was pretty interesting, didn't you? I thought so. This deck, for some reason, really seems to speak to me. And I hope that you enjoyed the reading as much as I enjoyed providing it to you. You're a very special person, and I love doing readings for you. Now, there's one thing I want you to remember until I see you next time, and it is this, that you are a legend. And I look forward to seeing you again next month. So until then, it's bye for now.